What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. How are y'all feeling today, Chicago? The trade deadline is going to be here Thursday. And a few players from the Chicago Bulls are pretty much on the trade block, I believe. But one player in particular caught my attention. Should the Chicago Bulls be looking to trade Zach Lavine? Let's talk about it right after this. Go ahead, cue that intro for me, man.
On one, on two, on three.
Stop it! Do not do him like that! Mercy! Did you not get the memo?
All right, so before we get into the video, if you are a Chicago Bulls fan, if you are a Chicago sports fan, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. And we don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. Now, Zach Lavine has been pretty much going off this season. A lot of people think that he should be an all-star. He's pretty much the Chicago Bulls' only option. But the problem is, it has not led to W's, right? The Bulls have a horrible record. They are still 14 games below 500, and we're not even at the all-star break yet. A lot of people feel that the Chicago Bulls should look to move Zach Lavine because, one, you get pieces back, and two, it secures the tank, right? But when I look at this team, I often ask myself, are the players the problem? I look at how the team is constructed. I look at how the players play. I look at how the team competes. And I often ask, are the players the problem? Because we've seen where this team can outscore anybody. Now, I don't want you to think that I believe that this roster as currently constructed is a roster that can compete for something in the Eastern Conference, but I do believe that this roster is better than we've seen of it, and I don't think the players are the problem. So to me, trading Zach Lavine doesn't solve your issue, you know what I'm saying? Before I continue with the video, I want to know in the comments below, do you think the Chicago Bulls should or should not trade Zach Lavine? In my opinion, I think the problem, as we all believe, goes up to coaching and goes up to management. I think we've seen players put in positions where they're not set up to succeed, where they're not set up in a system that is conducive to their game. You know, we've talked about it before with Lauri Markkanen. What happened to Lauri Markkanen? I think what happened to him is the Chicago Bulls decided we're taking away the mid-range game. The coaching system decided that we're taking away the mid-range game, something that Lauri thrived in and was a huge part of his offense, and so we've seen regression from him. So to me, I think the issue goes above players. So when you're talking about should you trade Zach Lavine, I don't think it solves anything. What's it going to get you? A couple of draft picks that might help you, but the teams that are looking and calling about them, we've heard have been like the Lakers, you know, those upper echelon teams, Philadelphia, teams like that, and those aren't the teams that are going to give you the draft picks that'll move you into a better spot. Now, if you're going off the mentality of should we just stockpile draft picks, let's just stockpile draft picks, get as many as we can and just keep going. I mean, you could, but at a certain point, you got to look at the talent on your team and say, what's happening here? Why is it that I can have a guy who can drop 50 at will and we can't win games with this? So in my opinion, trading Zach does nothing. And a lot of the names that they're talking about trading him for, Kyle Kuzma, maybe sending him back to Minnesota, trying to get a package for Cat. Like, those names don't do anything for me. They don't move the needle for me in the slightest. So if I gave my opinion on it, like I said before, I would not be looking to trade Zach Lavine because I don't think any player you bring in or pick you bring in or anything you trade out from getting rid of Zach Lavine is going to improve unless you have a change in the coaching staff and there on up. You know what I mean? Like, you can bring in Michael Jordan into this system. Okay, never mind. That was going to go a little too far. Almost got blasphemous, y'all. Woo! Y'all seeing where I was going there? We're going to take a step back. Let's try that again. I think you could bring Prime D Rose into this system and it wouldn't work as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not conducive to what he's trying to do. And To me, that's the biggest thing. So bringing in new players, it's not going to do anything for you. Like, you name your player, name your top guy. Of course, the tops of the tops, things would work out, but they also wouldn't stand for this kind of system that's being run. I want to know your opinion in the comments below. Should the Chicago Bulls be looking to trade Zach Lavine? Or are you like me and believe that they should just stand pat with what they have, ride this season out, hope to God that there's changes up top, and keep the players that they have on hand? I want to know your opinion. Please let me know in the comments below. As I said, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. I am going to get up out of here. It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out here, Chicago. Peace.